This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
You have a rich person's name. Like, you should be a billionaire with the name Winfield.
And co-host Marney Winfield.
Checking the microphones, going good.
It is the 29th of June, 2021. You know what they say about this day?
What?
It's the day before the 30th of June. That's some serious stuff. Before the podcast started, I looked at you, Marney, and I said, so, we going to talk about? And you said, I don't know, I'm spat. I said, well, do you want to do a funny one or you want to do a serious one? And when I said funny one, like the look on your face was like, oh my God, no. like that's scary for you when I say, let's do a funny podcast
Because
tonight.
you never know what you're going to get.
Let's have fun with it. I feel like having fun on the podcast tonight.
All right.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
Okay.
So let's get serious. I've been feeling some kind of way lately. No, for real though, I have. And it's been and you know this because, well, you're my wife and you see me every day. But it's been weighing on me for a while. There's a commitment that I made to some people to kind of, I don't want to say help them out, but kind of. Mm-hmm. And it's not what I expected. It's not for the reasons I expected. And I've been feeling like I should just walk away for some time. And then yesterday, some stuff went down and I'm just like, I'm wasting my time. Like, there's no point for me to even be involved with this. And it's just like, why am I doing it? Mm-hmm. Like, there's so many things that in my personal opinion, feel that are very laughable. And I don't know. You can't control what other people do. But at the same time, I did commit to it. And I could make up a bunch of excuses of why I can't do it. I could call the person who asked me to do it and say, hey, here's the reasons. But I think that's just going to build resentment there, from him, which, whatever. That's for him to deal with, not me. Do I need to take it to that honest level, or do I just send an email saying, hey guys, it was fun to see you. Mm-hmm. But that kind of makes it seem like I'm bailing on it. And that's why I want to call the other person to, like, here's my excuses. Here's why I can't do it anymore. But I don't know. I'm just going around and around and around in my head about, like, well, I don't really need to do that. What's it going to solve? And this is a good thing. This is me not reacting to situations. Because last night, I came to you, and I was like, I'm done. I'm going to talk to this other person and see, fill him out and then kind of see where to go from there. But you're like, well, just do this and that. And then the other person ended up doing this and that. And I'm like, oh my God, like I should have done that 15 minutes ago. But I know whatever decision I make, it'll be the one that was thought through the most. But there comes a point where you have to stop thinking about it because you're just driving yourself nuts and you just have to make that decision.
Yeah.
And I guess once I make the decision, whatever one I'm going to make, I'll know that, hey, I did think about it and I thought that was the best decision, which will probably be just me just bowing out. I'm not going to make a million excuses, and I probably don't need to call anybody and tell them my reasons why, because, because it's not my thing anyway. And yeah.
I mean, it's only as dramatic as you make it. Like, I think that in situations like that, obviously, if you take the time to weigh the pros and cons of your involvement in something, I think this is across the board with a lot of things in life. Does it make sense for me in my world where I'm at right now, what it does for me, what I do for it, and, what's the end result? Because you need to make sure that it brings you joy, it's good for you in some kind of way. I don't know, fiscally, emotionally, professionally, I don't know. There's all kinds of things that go into it. But you weigh it out, and then at the end of the day, like, what is that? Where does it, what's the decision to be made? And it sounds like you're doing that already.
Yeah, because like this morning, I just wanted to pick up the phone and be like, you know what? Give you a piece of my mind. But not really like that, though. But but yeah, like first I was like, well, I gotta justify this.
Not really.
But then,
I mean, opting, like, when you approach it, like, I'm opting out of this opportunity because, for right now, it doesn't make sense for me.
See, I don't even need to do that.
You don't have to. But I mean,
just-
if you make it dramatic, like, yep, it's just, and then like sweaty brow, like, I can't do it because X, Y, Z, and make it all like it's the end of the world, then, it doesn't have to be that way.
I just feel that, like last night and every other time, it's just a waste of my time. And I like wasting my time the way I like wasting my time. Mm-hmm. Now, when other people waste your time, at least for me, it gets me angry. You don't like it when I'm angry. Oh, that's a joke. But for real though, like I just kind of feel like, I could be hanging out with my wife right now, but instead I'm listening to just I could be using the bathroom right now. There's so many other things I could be doing. And instead, this is what I'm doing. And yeah, so it comes a point where, I'll have to deal with it. And I've been leaning more towards just hey, I'm done. Mm-hmm. There's no explanation. They don't need one. And if they do, well, why, Corey? Why? What's wrong? I'm just going in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that there's much going on here, and it's not like
thank you for the opportunity, and I'm going a different direction.
Yeah. Best of luck. Add that at the end. Best wishes.
Takes the sting away.
Yeah. But earlier this morning, like I said, I wanted to call and like justify, hey man, this is why I'm going to do it because, blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, well, what's that going to do? What's that going to solve? It's going to make him mad. He's going to feel like he's got to defend himself, and other people will be brought into it and they'll feel like they have to defend themselves. And then I'll be the bad guy and I'm the quitter. Oh yeah, I couldn't take it.
So maybe you just use I feel statements. You can't lose with those.
I don't think I could pull one up for that though.
No?
For that situation, no. I'm pretty sure I couldn't. I mean, I could. I do a lot of things. But I don't want to waste any brain space in there. Speaking of brain space, and I don't know, I'm sure somebody has said I have a huge ego. And they may be right. Maybe right. I don't know. I bought you some gifts today.
You did.
Yeah, you want to tell the whole earth what I got you, what a good husband does for his wife.
Okay.
So you get home, I'm nowhere to be found. Didn't even tell you where I was going, like a good husband. And you call me and I don't answer because my phone's always on silent. And you text me. And then 30 minutes later, I text you back. Yeah, leaving Buffalo Wild Wings. Mm-hmm. Not, hey, want me to pick you something up? Just leaving Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right.
So then I get home.
Mm-hmm. Bearing gifts, right?
Yes.
To make up for the fact that you just ignored me all evening.
Well, hanging out with my friend Charles. This is the Tuesday Buffalo Wild Wings thing.
No, I know. Yeah. So he's like, I got you. But I got you something. I was like, oh, what'd you get me? He's like, hold on. Let me go get it. The suspense. The suspense and waiting. And he brings out, well, first you brought out, I forget which one you brought out first.
The company one.
Yeah. So he brings out a very, very cool looking framed poster for 217 recovery rides. Yep. And very slick. I liked it.
I designed it myself. I didn't have to.
It himself.
Didn't have to pay anybody money to design
I was like,
it.
very cool. Very cool. I like it.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So he's like, but wait, there's more. So he goes, disappears back to the office and comes back with a littler frame. And it's a really pretty picture of a barn with a smiley face on it. It says, and on the, I don't know how to explain it. How do you describe the picture?
Well, it's the barn that is in Alpena. And if you've ever taken whatever road that is, 23 maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Anyway, if you, State Highway goes to the other road. Maybe it's, I don't know. Anyway, the road into Alpena, if you take the road out, the same one of Alpena to go back to like Traverse City, you pass this barn with a yellow smiley face on it. And it says hi. And I don't know. I always think it's cooler every time I pass it. Of course, I do go there because there's a treatment center there and I take people back and forth or whatever. So I snapped it one day going about 120 mile an hour. That's what I do when I drive down there. Snapped it. And I thought, man, I'm good at this. So anyway, yeah, I use that photo. So it's a barn, smiley face. And, it's just a farm. You want to answer your phone or?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm going to put mine on silent. Oh, it already is. That's fine. That's fine. So.
And then it says, and then there's a phrase on top that says, do what you love. Aww. It's so cute.
Oh, your husband's the best.
Yeah.
But so that's not it, though.
I'm going to put that one in my office.
You should. That's what I was thinking when I had it.
And the next one, he warned me and said, I don't have a big ego or anything. And they said, well, maybe I do. And he shows me, and it's a picture of him.
Yes. Just what you wanted.
And it's actually the picture that I absolutely love. It's on my phone. And it says, The Corey Winfield Show. No, it's really sweet. It's a really sweet picture. And it's framed. It's really nice.
Thought you needed a 16 by 20 of your man.
And then he's like, I haven't signed it yet.
Yeah. Well, no, not that one.
Oh, that's not
wait, hold on. I just spoiled it.
It's okay. But then it gets better. And he brings out the same size photo, but he always brings it back so it's not facing me yet. And then he's like, he really thought I didn't have an ego. And he turns around. It's just a huge picture of his face. Oh, my God. And then he's like, yeah, that's the one you said. I haven't signed it yet.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll sign it if you want me to.
Yeah.
Probably look better if I was signed.
Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, so they were nice gifts.
Yeah, and to be honest, they're pretty good pictures of me. And, whenever you get a good picture of yourself, I post those on Facebook, social media immediately because it doesn't happen very often. So those are two I was proud of, and I thought you should have them. Big,
very, very large versions.
At least I didn't go as big as I did our wedding one.
That's true.
That was like 24 by 36. It's huge. I remember picking that one up, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know it was so big.
Yeah. So it's they were very sweet, and yeah, they're gonna go up and I don't know where we're gonna hang them all, but
we need a bigger studio. Man, I wish I knew there was a place that had space. I don't know what sound effect I had for that, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
But yeah, in the radio station, it was actually a radio station picture that when I moved back to Benton Harbor almost 100 years ago. No, it's to the end of 2015. So it's been a minute. But yeah, that was like what was like on the marquee and stuff. And it was a pretty badass picture, I'm not going to lie. Because when I came back to Benton Harbor, they had like glamour shots and stuff, but not to be funny. Like they thought they were like looking good. And the station had a Hummer and like dudes like laying on the Hummer almost. I'm like, bro, that we're supposed to be a rock station, man. Like, what is this? What is going on here? Like, you guys are all, I don't mean to call them nerds, but that's what they kind of were. So I was like, you guys, we got to change the image of this place, man. Like, this is insane. And they were like, well, we got the photographer coming next Tuesday. And I was like, Nah. Watch this. So I made a badass picture. And then everybody was like, yo, make my picture too. And I was like, no. I hooked my guys up. Mm-hmm. You know, my staff, there were women in there too. But yeah, I hooked them up all with badass pictures, and everybody else in the building was just like, come on, man, please.
So now you're a photographer as well?
Well, now I do stuff out of my car going 120 mile an hour. I'm pretty good at that, though. I mean, until I'm not. And that's bad. I got to have hands on the wheel. I can't be driving around snapping pictures.
Right.
It's dangerous. Kids don't do that.
I'm glad you figured that out on your own.
I just realized it right now. That is not good.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think kids listen to this podcast. But if they did, I covered myself right there. So, yeah. So I'm glad that you like my face.
Yeah.
I was like, man, she's going to laugh or think that I'm really. But I don't know. I think they're cool pictures of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like one day, my grandkids are going to be like, oh, this is Papa Winfield. I don't know why they'd be talking like an old person, but
I don't know.
That's weird. Let's not have those kind of kids. Benjamin Button. Like, what is wrong with you of a JJ? Why did it spit that thing out? That's an old man.
My God.
That's Papa Winfield. Hey, kids. I was lost there for a minute. Call the police. Tell them you found me. Just kidding. Sort of. But yeah, you know, that's something that could be passed around from generation to generation. And
I like where your head's at. That's good.
Because, you know, it's like MySpace. You can go back and look through MySpace, I guess, but like, that's kind of a scare. Oh, I should look you up on MySpace.
I never had a MySpace.
Whoa, what's wrong with you then? What were you hiding?
Nothing. I just never had a MySpace.
Really? Mm-mm. Back page?
No.
Okay, good. That would have been a tough one. That would have been, we had to have a off-air conversation.
No.
Like, all right. Huh. Well, now I gave you a great idea to look up my MySpace, which is kind of scary because I don't know what's on there.
Mm-hmm. No, thanks.
Huh. We should bring back MySpace. Hit us up, myspace.com. I'm going to make it. Can you still make pages on there?
I have no idea.
You don't. Why am I asking you? You don't even have a page.
No.
On there.
I don't know.
Oh, look us up. I'm going to make it 217 Recovery MySpace page. I'm just going to use that from now on. Well, no, that's a lie because I took this course today on videos. A lot of people want videos, and the kids, they like to look at videos. And to me, us just sitting, well, first I'd put clothes on, so I don't know. I don't want to like record video of the podcast. And to me, like, people just, I don't know. Why would they sit there and watch us talk into microphones and look at each other and look at your faces that you give me sometimes?
Right.
I don't know. Like, it seems like it would have to be more of a show, which I don't mind doing, which I think we should do once a week. You're looking at me like, oh my God, who's your co-host going to be for this show? That's what you're looking. Yeah, see, I think you just sighed and the microphone did pick that up. But no, I don't know. Maybe it's something that Justin or George and I don't know. I'll find somebody else for that one. I can see you're just like, don't have time. I got a real job. I do things. I barely pull this podcast off because you make me. But I want to start doing videos. And so I took this video webinar thing from this video guru guy, and he was like giving tips and what to use and what, you know, all this other stuff. But I wish they would, before they had that seminar, I wish they would have included a seminar on how to log in. It was supposed to start at 3. I didn't get in there until like 3:17.
Wow. Because
I click on the link, and I had it all set up. I'm like, yep, just go in there and click here, and it says that'll be joining. So I click join, and it's like, nope. You got to be set up with Microsoft Teams. Mm-hmm. Oh, Microsoft, I hate you. I hate it. I hate everything because now shit's going to be just popping up all over my computer screen all the time. Team, sign in. No, I'm tired of I don't like pop-up stuff. I want to take my antivirus or antivirus, whatever it's called, off because I hate that too. So it just starts playing on the side. I hate it. I don't look at porn on my computer. So there's no, like, I'm not going to risque sites, you know, like, I don't need that crap. Mm-hmm. And especially Teams. Now that's going to be popping up for. So anyway, all right, let's sign into Teams. Oh, nope, you got to download it. Oh, Jesus. So I download it. All right, sign in now. Sign in. Nope, don't. Oh, Jesus. All right, wrong password. Okay, boom. All right, finally it comes back. Then I click it, takes me right back. Join Teams. I'm like, I just did that. Oh, we'll send you an email with a link. So I wait. No email. So I'm like, well, shit, let me go back and do it again. Do it. 17 minutes later. And they had questions that you could ask this guy. And I'm firing off before I even get in there. I'm like, why do we have to have Microsoft Teams to log into this?
You're asking questions that had nothing to do with the actual
and then
content,
one point
of course.
it was going to pull up and it was like Microsoft 360 blocked it. Defender. Nope. Just has virus, has phishing stuff. Like, I don't. What? I was so mad. See how stressful my day was, honey?
I see.
You wonder why there's clothes everywhere in the house and 217 recovery shirts everywhere. And the fall 2021 version of the sweatshirt. And I don't mean to use this word being a recovery podcast, but they're dope. They're fly. Mm-hmm. And a couple of people have seen them already, and they're like, damn, I want one of those. But I don't know when we should unleash them because I really want to set up what's it called? Shopify?
I don't know. Is that what they're?
I guess, but we can do that. But I don't know why we would do that when we could just do it right through our own website.
Yeah. I think you just need to take pictures of them, put them up there. Well,
I think what I'll do is I'll steal pictures of the shirt and then just on Photoshop put where this is what they look like. Because we have all the imaging of what's on the shirt. Mm-hmm. Just slide on over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder how much it would go for. $100,000 maybe for a shirt. I've heard people pay more for other stuff. Mm-hmm. See, if you put a value like that on it, all right, $200. That's a deal. Normally, look, retail.
We're talking about hooded sweatshirts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still,
retail of this is $100,000, but you can get online right now, $200. That's a deal.
Is that where the little emojis that are laughing get put up?
Oh, you got jokes now?
I'm just saying.
You tell me so I can hit the little button there. That's just common marketing right there. Mm-hmm. I learned that in that one marketing class that I took for a week and then had to drop. It's busy.
Right.
Class was busy though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they call it the old bait and switch or something. No, that's different. That's where you buy one thing and they ship you another. I'm not going to bait and switch you. But you know what's on our website, right?
Win a bunch of free shit from 217 Recovery.
I about fell out laughing after Tyrone recorded that, though. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, because he got so into it. And we'll play the unedited version because, I mean, we can. I'd like the
beeps.
Yeah, I think that makes it more. Mm-hmm. But when he said it was so funny, though. It really was. But yeah, so sign up at our website, 217recovery.com. We do have the app. You can go there and sign up to win free stuff as well. The Recovery Zone Rally, I'm going to start tracking down the other people that are going to be speaking there and start having them on the podcast.
Good idea.
Yeah, just not like to really interview them, but just to get like little clips and pieces. You know, I mean, I'll interview them, but like, I don't want them to tell their whole story if they're going to get up there, and speak.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a good idea to do that.
Like ask them, like, what are you excited about the rally? And
I was thinking about having like 10 questions and then they can just shoot me the video. So that's what I was learning in that class today. So I can send them a video going, hey guys, what's up? It's Corey. And this would be way more effective, way more efficient. Hey, what's up? It's Corey. Here's my questions for you. And then on it, they have an option, and they don't have to download anything. They just click it, and like you can send a video back. Boom, they can click it, and they'll be like, hey, Corey, I think that purple's whatever. And then I could take that audio and then just, we talked to Drew Hicks, and he said this about leprechauns. And he'll be like,
hi, my name is Greg.
Well, he wouldn't say that, but,
Right. That's a great idea.
That's why I get paid big bucks. No, but look for that. That's coming soon. The Recovery Zone rally is on the 24th of July, which we're almost in July. I cannot wait. Fantasy football is around the corner. Met with, I believe, the co-commissioner of the 217 Recovery Fantasy Sober Fantasy League. And we're talking about kicking that off. It's going to be $50 to join, which isn't much. I wanted to do like hundo, but we'll keep it $50. And then the payouts, we'll talk about that later. But you also, thanks to the fantasy footballers, they hooked us up with 12 ultimate draft kits, which is like their draft kit, which player profiles. You can see what color their uniforms are, honey. You can, it tells about them. And I mean, they do a bang up job. And I think that's like $100 or a couple $100, just that in itself. And people that are really into fantasy football, they love it. And so you join our league, you can take all that info, play in other leagues too, it's going to help a lot of people. It should be a much more fair league this year, as long as we can get people not like relapsing and missing out for about 4 or 5 weeks, and that's what we, try to do is have fun in recovery. And fantasy football is something that I've always done, but I've always done drunk. So that was like one of the first hard challenges for me. I was like, wow, I got to face fantasy football season sober. Like that's, like what's your number one thing that you like to do? Well, I'm always drinking. I like to go fishing and drinking, people say. Well, me, it was fantasy football. So to make it through, I wanted to make sure that I had some buddies in there, so that's when we started the fantasy football league for sober people. And it really did help, because not everybody stayed sober, but the ones that did, it helped me, knowing that other people were going through the same thing. So yeah, if that interests you, drop me a line. And I'll give you info once we have it. I'll send you a video, and then you can send me a video back.
He's going to be videoing everything.
Mm-hmm. For real, I will be.
I know.
I'm going to send everybody a video. If you want a video, let me know. I think if you download the app. Oh, no, I don't know. I'll have to check and see if I can send everybody a video who downloads. I'm sure I could do a push notification if they allow push notification, and they could see it. You'd be like, honey, what are you doing back there? I'm like, just videoing people. I'm videoing Ryan again, and Jason, Jeff. And when I drop just videoing Stephanie real quick. Like, what? Like, I don't think that's good for your marriage, honey. And I'm like, what? I'm at Stefan, yeah. But thanks for tuning in to the 217 Recovery Podcast tonight. I had to get that off my chest earlier, and it does help talk about things. And especially, it's really just Marney and I in the 217 Recovery Studio, just chatting, and you're listening in, and I really do appreciate that. And these are conversations that we have often. We do use each other as a sounding board, and like, honey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And, it helps, and if you're like, well, Corey, I'm single. Well, that's okay. You can call Marney as well.
Right.
Here's her number. No, I'm just kidding. No, but get a therapist. Call your therapist. The guy called me yesterday, and he reached out, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. Like, do you have a therapist? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, do you like him? And he's like, well. And I was like, no, man. It's just you and me talking. Like, do you click with them? He was like, no. I was like, all right, well, move on.
Yeah.
You know, don't have any shame in the game. Like, you're paying them money. You know, like, they're getting paid. And if you're not clicking, it's about you.
Right.
You know, you have to find that one that you can feel comfortable telling anything to. Mm-hmm. And it works baby steps. You know, don't just meet somebody and be like, hi, this is what no, just feel comfortable. And when you do, and you can open up like that, it's so much better. And it's a trust that you have with just that one person. And it's very nice. So that's what I recommended to him. And he probably won't hear this podcast for like 3 years from now, because he's listening. He started, and it's kind of cool. And I think I mentioned this a while ago, like, for people to go back and start at the beginning of 217 recovery, which had been April 2019. And that's what he did. And he said he just finished December 15th, 2019. He's like, you had your year.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, a year and a half
He's
ago.
for real going back.
I know. I was like, that's dedication. He's like, yeah, I only got a couple years more to go. And I'm like, you better be playing like 2 or 3 a day. Mm-hmm. That was kind of cool. And it was just like, he's digging it. And, you know, for him, I think when he started it too, he was about the same time that I was, you know.
Oh, well, that makes it
like
cool.
sober.
Yeah.
Because I was like 3 months sober when I started it.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you get out of rehab or whatever, if you got early sobriety, you know, follow along. And some of the things that I was going through back then, you might be going through now. Mm-hmm. So I think that's kind of why.
Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Kind of tickled me that he was doing that.
It's ambitious, that's for sure.
Yeah, true fan. I told him to sign up to win a free t-shirt. I was like, dude, sign up to win a shirt. I'll send you one for sure. Mm-hmm. I was like, you deserve it. I should send my autograph 16 by 20 photo of my face.
You could do that. You know how to make them.
Let's weigh out the thing first to make sure it's affordable. It could be kind of expensive probably.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
That's right. Fragile on it. He'd probably keep the paper too then. Because I wrote on it. Just saying. I really need the other better laugh tracks. I don't want to hit this one. But I was just kidding. There we go. All right. But thanks for listening. I did I added August.
Okay.
To 2019. So once I get 2019 done, then I'll go back into. I need to start with 2021 too. But I'm talking about, because you can listen to every podcast at 217recovery.com. Just keep scrolling down, load more. But if you have the app, you can separate it into years. So
yeah, it is separated into years.
You can pull up the podcast and it'll say, 19, 20, and then 21, which I have a cool logo for as well. So, yeah. App Store. It's free. Check it out. Resources. Everything else, 217recovery.com. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you Thursday.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the 217 Recovery Podcast. Listen on the 217 Recovery app. Download the app and rate us in your app store.